Hey church, I hope you're doing well. I think in this time we can all agree that there's been so much change going on. I mean, nothing has stayed the same. Everyone's lives are different than what they were before. And I think in all that, in all the news that we're hearing, in all the change, we can kind of tend to get tossed back and forth, and our emotional state can be pretty fragile. And I think we might find ourselves in that place because we've put our hope in the things around us that have been changing instead of in the one who doesn't change. And so today I want to read Psalm 112, and it's titled, "The Righteous Will Never Be Moved." So starting in verse 6, it says, "For the righteous will never be moved. He will be remembered forever. He is not afraid of bad news. His heart is firm, trusting in the Lord." So right here we see that if we are righteous, the person who follows God and knows Him, they will not be moved in times of change, in bad times, when bad news comes. In fact, they won't be afraid at all, and their heart will remain firm. Now, why is that? That's because they trust in the Lord. And the righteous person knows that no matter what changes around them, what doesn't change is God. God has remained the same now as He was before all this started. He is just as loving as He was before. He is just as powerful as He was before, and none of that has changed. And so what else does the righteous person do? Well, in verse 9 it says, "He has distributed freely, He has given to the poor." So not only does the righteous person know that God doesn't change, but they know that no matter how much the world changes, their mission as a believer does not change either. And so if our God stays the same, then His calling is the same on our lives, and that's to bring Him glory. And so whatever we do in loving people, in meeting the needs of people, we're still called to bring God glory. And that's not supposed to stop because the world is changing around us. And so I want to encourage you today and challenge you today to when things are changing around you, when you feel like your emotions are all over the place, to slow down and remember that God does not change, that He still loves you, that He's still good, that He's still powerful, and we can find comfort in that.